Why hello there, fellow rescue crew. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Space Haven Finding Eden. Episode 10, offering our protection to a refugee. Hope I calculated this right. Oh god, if we have to move it again. I do have the directional arrow, so it should be okay. Is it? Yeah, it's fine. There we go, 4 engines. And now we can safely support 3600, which means we can jump. So is there any reason to stay here any longer? No, I really don't see one. Let's charge up. Get going. Finally. And priority has changed. We are going to have a priority of obtain more power because that's becoming a critical shortage resource. So yeah, we're going to want that for sure. Jump. Everybody sleeps. And we made it to Zeta Tildonial Swirl. Okay. As much as I would like to stay here for these derelicts, and I really would, I'm going to jump here, which has Energium as a mineable resource, instead. Just to keep the lights on, and we could double back to those derelicts. I'll try to remember that I didn't bother doing any of them. For the future. But we really need to keep the lights on. You have completed the scenario hints and are now ready to venture out on your own. Expand your ship, build a fleet, and gather your crew to carry you between the stars. Choose whether you'll be heroes or villains as you struggle to survive, or watch your ship become a tomb for other, more successful crews to loot. Whatever happens, it is up to you to chart your course. If you find yourself in need of help, you can join the Space Haven community on Discord. Okay. So here we go. Mine. And then we have the Oana to salvage as well. But yeah, the big push here is to obtain more power. So the Energium has gone from 3 to 7 days. And there's still one left. Oh god, this is the solar flare system. Oh no. Gross. Can't be helped. I believe I have something about the whole second ship already in the details. Maybe I don't. I guess I don't. Really? How big can you get your ship? So you can put it in like the undeployed build mode to expand the build grid a bit. So ships can get much larger than this current one. This current one's like maybe a quarter of the size that it can eventually get to. Something like that. Alright, solar flare. So solar flares increase the chance for just like fires to break out. It does risk your farm, but because my farm is vent isolated from the rest of the ship, the chance of a fire sparking here is lower. And now that the solar flare is over, I'm going to try to do the derelict before something new happens and stops me. And then let's mine out everything while we're here. Come on. But no, not fine, whatever. Alright, Rubits. Oh, with chimp butts. Get him! Get him! Get the chimps! Alright, Marauder, you're actually doing okay. This is a lot of damage. And you can see why superior arms and armor is like kind of important. So I know I'm not done. Hey, yo, get inside. But obviously I'm going to go back home to render some physical aid because, ouch. We survived though. So Blue Panther has an open wound, I think. Yep. Open wound getting worse and will be tended in the medical bed, and then once that is tended, we will have Marauder tend as well. So medical should be a high priority, and it is. So, yep, Marauder is coming in to patch that wound. And now, open wound is bandaged. And then, Blue Panther, I'm going to kick you out of the bed, because you're bandaged up. Marauder, I'm going to draft and undraft, so you go to the bed. And someone should come along. Blue Panther should... Oh, yeah, Blue Panther will be there in a moment. Or maybe Glitch. Someone should patch Marauder in a moment here. Marauder's health isn't low, 75 out of 100, so it's not like urgent enough to warrant overriding anyone. Like, we'll get there. We go, and now it's bandaged. Cool. Well, dangerous derelict. But that's par for the course. We do have a tech node now. Oh, no, I need one more. Okay. Sorry, energy block. I totally said the wrong thing. So we need one more energy block to do another power capacity node, and then we're going to need even more than that to install solar, which I do fully intend to install once we have access to it. Once we're a little bit more healed, I'm going to head back to the shuttle. I can't imagine there's a lot more enemies on there. I think we faced most of them. But, this ship is sort of like a Borg cube ship, if you will. So it's going to require a little oomph to get it salvaged and the like. I'll try to catch Glitch, Jazz, Marauder, and Ocherot when they're all, like, roughly the same rested level. The other thing I could do here is to force... So, to turn off auto and turn off operations. So that Glitch doesn't manually... Like, if an asteroid hits us, it hits us. We have shields, and we'll recharge the shields when we're on schedule for it. But turning off auto means, like, we are not actively going to use point defense to try to shoot those things down. And I think that's fine. I think that's one of the advantages of shields is we don't stress about every incoming asteroid. Because it mans the operations console a bit too much. Where you just don't make a lot of progress doing other things. Which is a problem. Alright, Glitch, sorry to wake you up in the middle of the night. But... Jazz, I need you to... Oh, you are returning. Back to that cursed ship. Yep, it was done. All right. So, in this case, this is a hypothetically claimable ship. There's also a person in this pod and like a crawler in the pod. I don't want to flee. I don't want to control fleet. I don't want to build multiple ships. I don't want to handle that. So I'm going to abandon this rather than claim it and treat it as salvage. If I wanted to claim it as like a ship instead, I would have hit the claim button. But now that it's abandoned, it's abandoned. And we'll salvage that as well. Uh-oh. Please don't have accidents. Yo, Marauder, maybe... just go for leisure, please. I'm overriding Marauder's work priorities to just tell them to chill instead. Because he's having way too many work-related accidents for me to want for him to continue working. Oh, hello. Yeah, okay. Good evening, Miranda. We could do something with you, but I honestly don't even care. As I stated before, I'm good with 5 for now, until our resources sort of more stabilize. So I'm not even gonna sweat another person. Which kind of sucks for her, because she's like floating around and... Hey! Mustazolo. I'm probably said that wrong, but thank you for the sub. And we're nearly done salvaging this. There's just a little bit of hull scrap left. Marauder, how is your... Okay, you're nearly fully healed. Cool. And then Black Panther will be able... Or Black Panther. Blue Panther, sorry. Will be able to do some rest ups. So there's 3 exotic ore left, and then we'll bounce. And a little bit of, like, hull scrap. We don't have a lot of energy block scrap, so I don't think we're likely to see the power capacity just yet. Drinks on you? All right, cheers. Thank you, Crimson. Yet I drank water, which is, I guess technically I pay for it. City water or whatever. But yeah, let's call it free. So if you want to do something about Miranda... I could put someone over there in person to just be like, yo, I'll just show you as a demonstration. She's suffocating? And she's from the Merchant Federation. Okay, well, you're not suffocating now. That environment catch your breath, you're welcome. Congratulations, you've been rescued. Let's chat with you. You are now talking to the Merchant Federation. Take the crew as refugees aboard your own ship? Sure. Offer to take the crew aboard and release back to a ship belonging to the faction? Sure. Okay. The issue here is I don't have a bed for them. So I have lots of soft blocks. That's fine. I think what I'll do is I'll, I wish I could put this here. Maybe here in the research room? It probably sucks to sleep in, but it's like... But it's better than not having a bed. And I could consider, like a alternative crew quarter, like a backup quarter, in the future. Oh boy, that was a strike. Woo! It depleted our shields, and we got 2 micro holes for it. Apparently, we befriended Miranda because Miranda has rights. But, no, I won't even. Alright, but here's the thing. Miranda... Oh, I don't... So I'm gonna actually assign beds here so that nobody is stuck with the bad bed. So this is like a anyone bed, which is hypothetically Miranda bed. I'm feeling extremely hungry. You can eat. I'm not... I think... Permissions. I'll have to redo the occupancy. So I'm telling them that they can have run of the ship for refugees. Let me reassign occupancy. And then... there. And she's allowed to eat now. She was not... oh, hold on. That was wrong. Can only be used for crew and refugee. Yes, that's fine. So now that we have a refugee, I have to do some permissions, but we're basically allowing them to just go wherever and eat whatever and sleep on this bed. Pretty reasonable, all things considered. Free room and board. So all that's left over here is to transfer the rubber and the rubble, and then we'll be out. But I should try to seek out... oh, great, she's insulting me. What was that? You probably pissed him off. I should try to seek out a Merchant Federation ship to be able to dump them off. Which... I have no idea where one is. So this is a scannable sector. If I have to reveal all of the sectors in Zeta Swirl, and that's a scannable sector, what that screams to me is I'm gonna need a scanner, aren't I? And I absolutely do not have the energy blocks or tech blocks to build said scanner. So that's another constraint that we're going to have to overcome. And Jack Eternal, thank you for the resub. So, I'd like to start to find trade opportunities. Are we done here? Yeah, I think we're done here. So this is the last of the stuff. And then we'll jump. So, what I'm going to do now is to jump around a little bit and look for, like, someone to trade with so that we can obtain the strategic materials that we're lacking. Because we're yeah, it's sort of needed now. Come on, who's charging it? Thank you, Glitch. And I'll stick this back on auto. I don't know what we're gonna run into. So there's a cult ship. We just switched positions. Is there any trade stations anywhere? There we go. Make all of sectors visible and return for reward. Is done. All of the sectors are invisible. Where do we have to return to? That is a fair question. To the military alliance. And then... There's, like, no infrastructure here. This kind of sucks. Return to Omicron Wimmick's Spiral. For... oh, because this was a military alliance reward. Got it. Omicron Wimmick's Spiral. So, return... somewhere around here for reward. Got it. Well, one thing to note is in this system, I don't see any mining zones, right? There's like nothing to mine here. And then the other quest that we have is to build a scanning station on a siren world down here. I think what I'm gonna do, because of our like resource shortages and everything, is to head back through the hyperlane and go. Let's try to trade with the Cult of New Haven. See if we can drop out here and trade with them, and then make our way. I'm not going to bother with the derelicts because that's going to take too long and drain resources, given that we're giving like free refuge to someone. Wow, they have a lot of energy blocks. Holy heck. Okay, that will work. Oh my god, we have so much unprocessed scrap. It's ridiculous. They have Energium for sale, and I'm going to drain our bank account for that because I've been struggling to keep the lights on, and I don't want to run out of power. Transitioning, obviously, over to some solar is going to be a big, big help. But yeah, that's a good trade for now. And, okay. I don't know. I guess I didn't have to go anywhere for that. So, cool. So the added energy blocks is going to help me get the power node on, right, for the power capacity. But that isn't necessarily going to do anything in terms of getting a scanner going. I did kind of want a scanner, and that's tech blocks, and they weren't selling tech blocks, am I right? No, they were not selling tech blocks. So I do have, I don't even think have tech scrap. So yeah, it's a little moot. I could go to the derelicts to get it, but I'd rather just complete this trade and then head to the scanning station. So I think what I'm going to do is to... We've already scouted out Zeta, so install power capacity and head to Merc. Head to the merchants. I should say merch. Add an H. Because we want to drop Miranda off somewhere soon. At least she's helping. Okay, we got what we needed. So here in the power node, I'll plop it right here next to that. Perfect. And for future reference, and maybe you guys can help me remember, we basically didn't do... I mean, I guess they're tagged as unexplored. Maybe what I'll do is I'll explore the derelict here, because we did drop out of system here, and clear that, and then not do any of the others. So I think that's what I'll do. So sorry, Glitch, for waking you up. So I'll just do the one, but none of the others. So let's get over there and hope that it's easy. It doesn't look like there's really anything there, though. So I can't imagine this is going to be difficult. Because calling this a derelict is, like, generous? Oh, this is the Awana. Oh, I'm an idiot. We already cleared this. Go home. We're done. I'm drunk. Go home. Right. I was like, also, like, oh, all the asteroids are mined out. Yeah, that was me. I forgot. Like you do. So, now that that trade's done... Oh, God. Let's get out of here. Now that the trade's done, let's get the hell out of here and head to the scanning station. So what I want to do is... We got the power capacity? Yeah, we do. You wouldn't know it with our 0 power that we have. Head to merchant and build scan. I will put Miranda on ISP not a sleep pod. Sucks to be her, but like, I'm not building a sleep pod just for her. Military Alliance has a mission for us to escort repair crew. If we want to help, I'm gonna ignore this. So she's on ISP, and we'll see if, alright. Oh, so you guys can choose whether we want to answer this distress beacon, but I don't want to take that other mission. So there's a Military Alliance distress beacon. It's unfortunate that it wasn't Merchant Alliance, because that would be nice, or Merchant Federation rather, because I would be able to drop her off. But should I consider investigating this distress beacon? Yay or nay? Personally, I think it would be like the right thing to do it, because the Military Alliance is, we're trying to be good in this run, and it's sort of like rude not to. But, well, ultimately, it's up to you. Okay. My thumb on the scale changed it. Yeah, we'll drop. Maybe we'll luck out. I'm just going to park right next to them. It's probably... Oh, God. Okay, I am going to assist them for credits. Their hyperdrive blew up. So we gotta help them build. I don't know if I have the resources for this, but we are going to be assisting them to get their ship back to running. It's a nice looking ship. They're all like sleeping. I'm also curious. Yeah, they have some trades. Wow, really cheap energy rod and a lot of it. So oh, they have a little robot helping us out too. That's nice. We are trying to get their hyperdrive back online. So we need to ship over 4 hull blocks. Oh, that's a problem. All right, 1 second. So for recycling, I'm gonna kill all of these bills except for hull scrap, because I don't have hull blocks for them. Can I buy them? That would be weird. I'm gonna try to buy them if I can. They don't have hull blocks for sale. Got it. I mean, why would they? Let's see. Do a little bit of trade, because they do have logistics bots to be able to actually do the trade. Can I make them from steel plates? Hull blocks? No, I can't yet. I don't have the, that tech yet. Still working on solar. Oh, apparently I'm already done. Oh, you know what? Maybe I had them in transit. Cool. Well, they're welcome. Yeah, I think what we had is we had them... before I even realized, it got carried to the shuttle and brought over. So, they're fine. We're good. We did do the trade already. Yep, we already did the trade. So, we're out of here. We're done. That was a quick one. What's funny is I don't feel like I actually assisted them. Like, they don't have a hyperdrive yet, but their ship is functional, and I think that's what matters. Bye-bye! Good luck! And continue to jump. Does the game allow me to betray them and strip them of the resources? Yes. If you wanted to be a pirate, yes. So the scanning zone is here, and that looks like it connects to here. So right now we're in Gamma Passage, I'm just going to call it. And what we're doing is we're looking for merchant trades. I'm going to drop out here and strip this derelict, though. And then we'll move on. Because we have some critical... Oh, God. We have some critical resources that need help. So here's what happens when bots are attacking. Your shields will absorb the initial shots, but then, of course, your point defense needs to do a lot of the brunt of the work. Which is no problem. Yeah, we're accidental heroes, I suppose. So in this system, I wonder if there's going to be bases and stations. So we'll be jumping to Achelius and then down to the Iota zone that's here-ish. And power is a big bottleneck. Don't worry, I know. If roguebots are going to constantly harass us, what we also might end up doing is just strip for the highest priority resources, the strategic resources, and then get going. Right? Not to try to take everything, but only the most important stuff, like energy blocks, tech scrap, energy scrap, that kind of stuff. Ooh, incoming ship! Nice! We have Android Collective. So, some trade. Alright. Crew! Oh, Jazz is in a pod. Let's go. Let's do this one first. May want to reset the recycler? Yeah, probably. Well, honestly, not yet, because we do have a strategic lack of hull blocks, and then once that's back up out of the critical number, then I'll do that. Oh, bugs, good. That'll be easier. Good for recycling corpses, too. For fertilizer. Whoa, sorry, Jazz. Little bite, little nibble. You're alright. Keep getting him bit. Oh, don't like that. Oh, you got it. Next shot. Perfect. An oxygen tank. Cool. Pick it up. Who's picking it up? Okay, Marauder has it. And seized. This is the space whale. So all of the loose stuff that can be transferred will transfer. And then for salvage, energy scrap, which is none. Tech scrap. You know, it's really hard to pass up on this stuff because we actually do. We're not super loaded, so I'm gonna grab it, a little bit of everything. I lied. All right, give me your power. Give me your tech blocks, or rather trade. And you are going to take what? Why would the androids want fruits and nuts? I don't know, but whatever. I'm going to sell some food to you. And then some metals. That'll work. And we have a mission from them. Retrieve perished members on this... Oh god, we have rogue robots coming. Retrieve. So, should we accept the side mission of retrieving the Android Collective's members from the other derelict? I was planning on going to the other derelict. So all that would really do is to put a big time constraint on it. Hey, Glitch, can you, I mean, it's nice that you're trying to recharge your shields and all, but, like, we need to be shooting? Yo, boys. Can you, hang on a minute. Get back home, please, right now. We are being shot at. Back into the pod. Back home. Come on. We need you to get home right now. Shuttle's getting shot at. Get on the guns. Okay, there we go. And you guys think, yes. So we took a considerable amount of hull damage here because we weren't in a position of self-defense. I could have forced Glitch off of the shield and onto the guns. I figured it would be fine. It was kind of fine. I mean, we took some damage, but it wasn't a big deal. Okay, so you do want me to take this quest. And I'm going to accept it for Tech and Infra again. I'm going to wait a minute because we have a lot of people that are, like, not high energy at the moment. So we'll have to rush this tomorrow. But it did buy some extra power, which buys us some extra time. More rogue bots. That's gonna get tiresome. So I would like to bang this quest out ASAP. So after they do breakfast in the morning, I'm gonna get everyone loaded up and ready to go. We also picked up, wrong button. We also picked up some data logs. So Starfarer 3 and Andreas 9, all of them. And I, being an illiterate heathen, never read them. Not on my own time. This ain't story hour. This is fight. Alright, this derelict sucks. There's like no open hole, so we are going in the breach. And it's robots, looks like, maybe. Yep, robots. Ocharat, you don't have a shot on anything. There we go. We're doing it, I mean, this is a long corridor, so we got a lot of shots in before they closed the deck cap. So that was actually kind of nice. Yeah, we'll have this cleared in no time. Okay. And expedite. So, Afya and Nay. I'm gonna Afya. Nay. And there's also Elsa, the sleeping ice queen. So we'll see about doing that as well. So moving the bodies. Jazz? Oh, okay. Jazz collected the last body and is waiting at the airlock. And am I going to make it on time? 7 hours? Yeah, probably. Come on. Move the pod, please. So the rewards is more tech blocks for this. I chose tech blocks and infra blocks so that I could build stuff. Tech blocks are always needed. There it is. Done. Alright, now that that's done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip these ships and then eventually interact with the sleep pod. And we'll decide whether we want Elsa on merit, probably, rather than just de facto yes. Which is rough, perhaps, but like that's just how it's going to be. And then if we get overly harassed by rogue bots, I might want to take off early. I don't know. We'll stay here as long as it's feasible. Solar panels with 77 left. Have we used up the corpses for the crawler? So the hamster flybot needs one more flybot rubble. But we've done all 3 crawler dissections, which means over here in our composter, we can start composting crawler corpses. Continuous. Awesome. Does the Android Collective have steel plates? We're kind of low. Oh, what did I just do? They don't. Okay. Noted. Thank you for tuning in to Space Haven Finding Eden, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Pathfinders.